Welcome to QGIS 101. My name is Andreas de Jong, and in this video I'd like to have another look at the layout templates. If we go to Project Layout Manager and we click on this drop-down list, we can see which templates are loaded into QGIS. In this case, we have one here called A3 Landscape version 1. Now, what I'd like to do is to load the new version which I've just made. So what I do is I go to User, which opens the secret directory where these templates are hidden, and I just drop it in, like so. Close it, close the Layout Manager, go to Project, Layout Manager, and open it again, and you can see now if I go here, my version 2 layout has been loaded. So let's create a little map using our new template. It'll take a little bit time to load because it's trying to find the paths to everything, and you'll see there's a big red cross here because there's a problem to find the logos which are referenced in this layout. Now, the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to click on the map, and you'll see under Item Properties the main map has been selected, and after some time what you want to do is go to the second icon here which says Set Map Extent to match Main Canvas Extent. Let's click on that, and now we can see the Coca-Cola fabric here in Kabul has been loaded. Now the next thing we need to do is fix the paths to our logos, and to do that all we need to do is click on it, and you'll see that there is a relative path which for some reason doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this layout and change in Project Properties. We're going to change the paths from relative to absolute. So that's in General Settings, Save Paths, Absolute. And we'll just say Apply OK. That means now all the paths in this project are absolute. Go back to our Layout Manager, open our map, click on the logo, and it's taking us to the hidden directory, which is not where the logo is. I'm keeping it in QGIS, 3 rasters, Z logos, and here it is, open. I also want to change the north arrow 04, and it's an SVG file, so let's go to our QGIS directory. I keep it in maps for SVG, and here it is, north arrow, open. Okay, now this template has been fixed for this computer, so what I want to do is I want to save it. Go to Layout, Save as Template, and we're just going to overwrite the landscape version 2, save it, replace it, yes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. I'm going to start a new project, discard this one, and let's open our Google Satellite Hybrid and try to find Kabul. Okay, here's the Bagrami industrial area, and here is the Coca-Cola company. Okay, let's go back to our Layout Manager and load version 2, create map, that's okay, and we sent it again, and you can see that the logos in the legend are now correctly loaded. Let's zoom in a little bit. I don't like this here, the scale bar is in kilometers, let's change that to meters, but if you click on it, nothing happens. And the reason is it has been locked. So all we need to do is go to scale bar, unlock it, click on it, and then we can change that to meters. It says 90, 180. Let's change the interval to 25 meters and maybe make it up to 200 meters. That's okay. And we can lock it again. If we look on our map, the scale doesn't look too good. I'm going to make it 1 to 2000. Okay. Another thing I've noticed is that here, because we're quite zoomed in, we need to change the coordinates a little bit. So let's click on our main map and we go to grids. Click on the grid, modify the grid, and if we go down a bit, we can see it's in degrees, minutes with suffix. We'll say degrees, minutes, seconds with suffix. So that looks okay, but I don't like the way this is now getting quite close to my legend. So all we need to do is on the right side, I don't want it horizontal, I want it vertically ascending like this. And on the left, we will do the same thing. So now if we look at it, it should be quite readable. And maybe change the map to, if you like, you can do your quality control, see who's drawn it, checked it, and so on. And of course, put your data sources on it. In this latest version of the template, it shows us the coordinate system, and underneath of our scale bar we also have the scale at A3 paper size, and very importantly here we have a disclaimer so that whatever map we make, nobody can sue us for it. They're going to have to check it themselves. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.